Okay, my mic was muted. Sorry about that. So you guys didn't hear anything I just said. Well, luckily for you, it wasn't important. Uh, do you maybe we'll see some of the same ships that were played on the last game? I mean, they were like the meta ships, the Split, the Harlem, Monarch. Maybe we'll see a Lion. Um, we have three POVs. We have two from Yoink and one from. I gotta shorten your name. IO. I'm gonna say IO. You only live once. YOLO. YOLO. Say YOLO. So we'll. Now these two teams are. They won their last games with a 2-0 clean sweep. The enemy team didn't get a chance to even get a win. So it'll be pretty crazy to see. Okay. I think we got one DD view from YOLO and a BB view and a DD view for Yoink. Yeah, as the teams are now entering the room, if you want to cheer your fellow fleet mates on in the chat down in the comment section, now's the time to do it. If you hit the subscribe button, that brings your team good luck. Bet you didn't know that. So if you want to wish your team good luck, hit that sub button. So we'll take a look at these real quick and what I was talking about. You got YOLO's coming off a 2-0 win against DB220, and Yoink is coming off a 2-0 win versus Base. So these teams, they don't know defeat. That is not in their repertoire. So we're going to see them clash, and we'll see who the better team is. Again, we will be. Oh, actually, no. We have a cruiser. We have a cruiser spot in YOLO's, and Yoink. I think we do have a. Yeah, we have a. Let me just do something here. Take this off now. All right. So it looks like this is You Only Live Once. Pretty sure this is You Only Live Once. Rocking the Amalfi. That's a ship we haven't seen yet. One more minute. Things should be getting going pretty soon. Okay, ships are being picked now. We'll pause it here. Pause it on ship selection. So Yoink going with the split and the black combo. That's their two radars. YOLO going with the Schoenberg and the split. Let's pause this for a second. Chappie and split will be YOLO's radars, and they're bringing the Amalfi, AL New Jersey, and Lion for the battleships. Nebraska and Monarch for the battleships. For Yoink, Anchorage, and Mainz for their cruisers. We're going to be on the POV. We'll be swapping around. But please. Oh, they're a little behind. So we have a Nebraska. Yeah, we have two POVs for Yoink, one POV for YOLO. 5. They're just like a second or two behind. Let's get on board with the split first, and we'll see where Yoink is heading and where they're spread out. So Krusty's heading over to C. I don't know what that cruiser is. Anchorage. Let me shrink my head. You don't want to see my ugly face. There we go. All right, so remember, these two teams, they don't know defeat. So this could be a good clash of titans right here. Even though this is the Rookie Cup, there's still very good players on each team. So both their DDs going off to the flank. They're putting one cruiser into B, and that is their mains. Their mains is going perfect ship to go into B to contest it. Great sonar. I think it's 5.6 sonar. So cruiser and DD spotted over at A. They're capping B. Now this is something we haven't seen yet. Is a team immediately cap the center cap. We've seen it in the last game where it wasn't even touched. So they might get away with it. They might get away with capping B, and Yoink will be ticking the first points right off the bat. I love this play. Stick something in B, even if it's a stalemate. Now that mains can go to either A or C, whichever he desires right now. CSI Lucas spotted in the New Jersey. Shots from the Anchorage behind Krusty. DD is going wide. Wide on the flank. Skipped the cap completely and is trying to get around. There's the radar. Oh, it's the Amalfi. It is not a DD. Wow, can you imagine if he didn't radar? He would have ran right into that Amalfi. That would have been bad news. That would have been bad news bears. So YOLO, Cap, and C. Schoenberg was spotted in there. Now Krusty's got to keep in mind that this Amalfi, he knows this Amalfi's lurking around now. And the Amalfi did not pop his smoke yet. I think we might see a battle at C between Krusty and the Schoenberg. Twist and Trek pointing right over to the Amalfi. Now this is a tricky move. He is spotted right now from the Schoenberg in C, but his closest ship is the Amalfi. Goes dark. He doesn't have radar for another 20 seconds. His Fox Flare will not be useful for another 15 seconds. A is capped. A is capped by YOLO. It's no longer being contested by Yoink. Schoenberg spotted. Michael spotted. You're going to see the Fox Flare pop off right now at the last second. There it is. Wow. Right at the 1 second mark. Very good timing on that Fox Flare. And I'm pretty sure that is more than half the health of the Schoenbergs. That's 10,000 and a permanent fire still for Krusty, plus whatever his teammates got on him. So they should be capping. I want to find out where this. Let's see what this Amalfi's doing. The sneaky Amalfi. Anchorage is smoked up. Does not see the Amalfi pulling around the corner. Barbass is going to have a pretty good shot on Krusty right here. Coming around the flank. Art, this plane popped. Didn't see that coming. Big hit on Krusty. Now what do you do here? Krusty knows he can't. He's got to stay bow in. You can't give this Amalfi some leverage. Going for the torps. Big hit from I'm pretty sure it was the Schoenberg. But Krusty's in a position right now. He's got to wait. Hold your shot for the perfect opportunity until he gives you that little angle where your sap is going to do the most damage and you make sure that kill is killed. There he goes. Down goes Krusty. Pops his smoke to try and get out of there, and he goes dark, luckily. What a flank push by Barbass. Now we have, oh, that was his. That was Krusty's POV. But we still have a Yoink player. We have a Nebraska, Talhall, going into B-Cap. It's 4-11 to 5-19. This is a very, very close game. There's the split spot. It's 6.2 away from Talha. This is something I cannot do, and I don't think I could ever master this. Hitting torps with the Nebraska, or any hybrid battleship at that. He's going to take one torp as a flood, but he damage cons it immediately. How's these torps looking? Just misses them. Just barely misses them. Now YOLO has A and C. And the only advantage that YOLO has right now is they have one more DD player that's alive. And the Schoenberg is probably spotting Talhall right now. Big hits. And you know what does big damage to those hybrids? Is sap. And that Amalfi is got free reign to throw some slap on him. Throw some sap. Yeah, slap. Gotta slap him. I don't know. I don't know why the Nebraska felt the need to push over into B. B was already capped by Maines. Down goes Talha by CSI Lucas. $372 to $685 in YOLO's favor. Lion doing what Lion does best, taking some shells. Five minutes left in the match. It's there's still a lot of time. Still a lot of time left in this game. So that Anchorage is left alone over there to defend, well, to try and hold C. It seems like You Sank Me is spotted by a DD and getting lobbed by the Lion. I don't know if he sees that DD on his left. Oh, he does. New Jersey knocks out the Anchorage. Chappie knocks out the Black. And just like that, Yoink loses two players. So we still have the mains left on Yoink and the battleship behind on B. But I think we're going to call first game. We'll probably go to YOLO. Yeah, in the beginning, I would have rather see that Nebraska not go into B, but maybe cover more of the C flank. Maine's going head to head with the Lion. May see a trade here. Nope, Lion is standing tall. So this first game will go to YOLO. Next map is going to be on Estuary. So now we have multiple point of views and links rather than the first game where we only had one for the first round. So hang on. We'll keep switching. We'll go to where the action is, and you won't miss any of it. So YOLO 1, Yoink 0. I'm sure somebody could just pin that or do something with that. Yeah, it was just excellent map control by YOLO, spreading out their team. Excuse me. I do like that how Yoink threw the mains into B, capped that early on, getting those points ticking early, but That Amalfi play, that Amalfi flank play, that was something. And I'm glad we were on board live while it happened. Yeah, the best thing to do is when you're coming up with an Amalfi or anything that has sap, is you don't want to, like the split was trying to do, is trying to come at him nose on, wait for him to shoot. To maybe it's like a 10, 12-second reload. So to get your torps off, that's what was going on. If Krusty was to turn at all or show more broadside, it would have been blapped in a second, especially with having Arthas. So great play on Krusty to try and mitigate that sap damage, but just with the shots coming in from the right, from the Schoenberg, on really nothing you could do in that situation. So next one, estuary. I forgot to get my little MS Paint out. We will go on the point of view. Ships being picked now. Different change up. We got a change up by Yoink. Throwing in the Kutuzov. Let's pause this for a minute. Yoink's got split black, Kutuzov mains Nebraska Monarch. YOLO counters it with the Schoenberg split, AL Chappie, Amalfi, Lennon, AL New Jersey. So we were on board first with Yoink. Oh, I think they forgot to change the map. Forgot to change the map. They had grease on again. It is estuary. Everybody's got to back out. Let's see if everybody does back out. Okay, that one's backed out. And that one's backed out. One of my least favorite maps. I'm pretty sure it's least favorite map for a lot of people. It's just the only estuary. It's fucking it's the one with the X. It's the X in the middle. That's how I know estuary. This is Yoink's DD. This is Krusty's POV again. All right, so we'll stay on board with Krusty's POV because he is the DD player on Yoink's side. YOLO does not have a DD POV, so until we start seeing some action, then we'll switch over to the Amalfi. I think we should wait to see this Amalfi and not jump on his POV right away because he did kind of sneak up on us last time. So, and I don't know about you, but I thought that made for a great surprise. So 1-0 YOLO versus Yoink. Yoink 0, YOLO 1. If YOLO wins here, they take home the win and they move on. They move on to fight Wi-Fi no Lifu. So similar tactic as what we seen in the first game with the two other teams is nobody's going to come over here to support A. They're going to prioritize the middle. Probably try and get down around in that little crevice area between A and B. You know, this area right here. Lennon spotted. Good spot for Lennon to sit. That's a good spot. This is the second game where we don't have support for the DD. But last game, if you remember, it was the Schoenberg that was by himself. Now we have the split by himself. Good zoning torps. A is being capped by YOLO. D is being capped by YOLO at the looks like almost at the same time. Both caps being contested. I think A is going to be capped by. Does not pick up anything on the radar. He's at the edge of the cap. What I like to do is I like to zoom in on one of the cones and see how far away you are from that edge of the cap. Double stacking the torpedoes. Nebraska's been spotted. Yoink's other DD is now backing into D, contesting D. YOLO might take A right now. You can see, oh, did we get a blind fire? Or did that rock just explode? Chappie over here on the side. He is definitely in radar distance now. There's the radar. He's going to open fire at him. I mean, what do you got to lose? You're already radared at this point, so you're going to be radared for about 20 seconds. So Krusty goes completely damage free and does 4,100 damage to the Chappie. Now that's a good trade in my book. He's spotted again. Waits it out. Doesn't pop the Fox Flare yet. Keeps the radar in the back pocket. He's very cool, very calm right now. 4 minutes into the game, we have A is capped by YOLO. D is still being contested. I don't want to switch off this POV just yet, guys, because eventually these two DDs are going to come together. I mean, we can see. Maybe we can see. I know once I switch off this, something's going to happen, though. I want to see Krusty use his radar. Lennon gets spotted again. Now, remember that Lennon was swapped out from the Lion. See, Mr. Duck knows. He said affirmative. Krusty's playing a dangerous game. Once you go past that halfway mark of the cap, you're in enemy territory. And we have a Chappie, a DD. Chappie gets spotted again. Oh, we have one torp hit on the DD in the cap. He's going to open fire on the Chappie, knowing that he doesn't have a radar. We might see a radar here from Krusty himself with the Fox Flare. No, he's just going to be a boss, and he's going to say, Chappie, so what? I'm open gunboating you. gets away with that dive bomb technique, gets away with 2,400 damage, 24,000 damage and counting. One torp on the DD. He doesn't need any support. Remember when I said, hey, well, you know, somebody needs to go support him? He doesn't need support. He only lost 3,000 health doing all that. Let's see at this point of view. This is the Nebraska's point of view. This is Yoink's Nebraska. I do want to see this Amalfi, though, so let's go and see the Amalfi. Amalfi's already getting shots on black. Can't quite clear that island. Isaac is spotted. Oh, I just missed the split. We're back on Krusty's POV. Amalfi over on YOLO is hovering around that black. Isaac is in a little bit of a pickle. 500 points to 612. Yoink is down 100 points, but they are trying to cap D. They have 3 ships in D cap, and I'm pretty sure it will be capped. Isaac wants that Amalfi gone, and I don't blame him. I mean, we are witnessing some nice peak performance here out of Krusty in his split. 28,000 damage. And still has 3 bars of health. Is he going to go over and pick a fight with the Chappie again? I wouldn't pick a fight with him. But I can't. I don't got the moves. I don't got the moves like Krusty. I can't dodge. Again, he's like poking the bear. He goes, "Come here, Chappie. I'm back." I love it. I love it. See, what he's doing is he's hitting the Chappie right out of his range of his guns. So all he has to do is step back to 11-2 or whatever his range is, and then he immediately goes dark. He doesn't stay spotted for the duration that he's shooting. So this is the technique that he's doing right now, and it is paying off. It is paying off like crazy. Took me a while to realize what he was doing, but that is... See how he goes? Watch him. When he gets in range of the Chappie, see how it targets him? He'll shoot. He's already turning left. He's going to shoot, get a couple of shots, and go left and go dark immediately. Chappie's only got his back guns. He's only got 6 guns back there to shoot. Can we see another fire? Five minutes left, but they're still down. They're down almost 200 points now. They're trying to get into A. Just noticing now, Isaac went down, and the Amalfi, I'm pretty sure the Amalfi went down. I was watching a gunfight. I didn't see who died. Let's check the let's go on the Nebraska. Oh, that's not the Nebraska. That's not the Nebraska. There's the Nebraska. I have to turn the volume down. Nebraska looks like he's going down now. Can he get shots off at the split? 13 seconds. I don't think he's going to get a shot off. And their split is getting some payback from what Krusty's been doing to their Chappie. Good hit on Epic. Oh, Kutuzov with the kill on the Chappie. He needed to go. Let's go back on Krusty's POV. Now it's 6:33 to 7:74 with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Plenty of time left in the game. Lennon's obviously going to go down in a minute. That's going to put Yoink up another, I think, 60 points, 50 points. 689 to 730, but we need somebody to get into a cap. We have their cruiser sitting around D. It's getting into it now, stopping the points from YOLO. Kutuzov might get into the cap of C. I remember they still have a New Jersey lurking around back there. CSI Lucas back there. But luckily with the Kutuzov, he can get into the cap and smoke up right away. This one is going to come down to the wire, guys. Down to the wire. I think we can get a POV now. There we go. That's what I want to see. I don't think you have to risk it by shooting at this battleship. You guys are going to tick the points over in just a second with 1 minute remaining. But if you get blapped, I think they're going to take down CSI Lucas, though. If CSI Lucas could just take down one enemy ship. 773 to 778, 777 to 778, 781 to 781, 778. Down goes Lucas and up goes Yoink. And Yoink is probably most definitely going to take game 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a third game. Yoink 1, YOLO 1. Impressive play. I was very impressed by Krusty's DD work. So now we are going to Scandinavia. Have you been there lately? It's nice around this time of year. This is a very large map, one of the largest maps in the game. For a 6v6, you're going to be doing a lot of traveling. Are we going to see any new picks? Let's get back on Krusty's POV. I know I'm switching around cameras, point of views, and but you know, try to follow along. Well, he scared me for a minute because he was breathing. Very, very close game. New ships coming in. Any second now, we're gonna get some new ships coming in. We're waiting on one player from YOLO. Again, great teams, great performances, great players. This is what we want to see. We want to see it get to the third round. I wanted to see you get to the third round. Now this is it. This is the last game. It's 1v1. Whoever wins this next match in Scandinavia will take the victory. Remember, comment down below who you are repping for this third game, who you want to see win. Throw an MVP, throw some MVP ideas down there too. Here comes the ship selections. And we will pause it here. We got for Yoink, we got Split, Black, Mainz, Kutuzov, Nebraska, Monarch. Not much has changed there. For Team 2, YOLO, we have Split, Schoenberg, Amalfi, AL Chappie again, AL New Jersey, and the Lion. So we're putting the Lennon on the bench, sitting him out this game, taking Lion. Perfect game for Lion or Monarch because it is a big map, and you need a battleship to lob stuff far distances, and the Lennon at far distances is not a good battleship. So, Krusty is spawning at the best spawn. I bet you 9 times out of 10, either their cruiser player or Krusty himself will go and sit behind that island right in the Kappa D. Yoink does have the better spawn. Now, before the game starts, let's see where. All right, so both POVs. Let's see where Barbass has. Let's ride along with him. But we are probably going to switch back over to Krusty just because he is the DD player. We'll sit over here for a little bit. Now remember, Nebraska and Split are both at D on Yoink. So he's going to have, I believe it was the black. Isaac in the black is going to be over here at A. (9-2) concealment. Barbass is a sneaky little Italian sausage. Definitely wasn't the first game. You might see him pop a smoke right here. Once you see it tick down to more closer to its detectability, there's some smoke. Could be the Kutuzov. No, it's not the Kutuzov. Kutuzov spawned at D. It is. It's probably the black. Honestly, giving smoke to the mains. This might hurt. This might hurt. half health already on a Malfi. Big hit from Monarch, loading up 8 AP in the beginning of the game. Some very smart thing to do. So now that Barbas' spot is compromised, no more surprise attack can happen. Although YOLO is capping A. Krusty being pushed out of D. Keep in mind, neither of these two teams have picked the Harlem or the Provincian. Provincian would have been a great, or the Harlem would have been a great ship to pick to sit in that cap of D. But if you know anything about competitive play, you don't get to pick where you spawn. So there's that. That sucks. So even if they did have the Harlem, and he could have spawned over at A. Spotted again by the DD. Krusty's being pushed out at D wide, going to the middle. I don't think we're going to see him go far into the middle. I think we're going to see him do a little dive bomb attack and come back around. There, Isaac spotted. Arthas is popped. Holds that last shot. 2100. Another 2100. That's one full bar taken off Isaac. Taking a couple blind fire. Never hurts to take a blind fire. What do you got to lose, right? All right, so YOLO has a cap. Here's a broadside mines coming across. I would like to see YOLO's battleship a little bit more and helping out the Amalfi a little bit. I don't remember what it was behind him. Sticking with the sap. Sticking with the sap. That should lob the island. I think he got it off before he went dark. Let's see how many pens this is. This is 4 full pens. 5,300 damage on that shot. D is still not being capped by anybody. It is a very, very cold pool over there. They're dipping their feet and they're running away because it's too cold. Now we have the cruiser coming in for Yoink, going to the island that I said somebody will be right behind that island, and now they're utilizing that. Krusty's taking some shots. He's down 5,000 health. Now he's down to half health. Barbas recognizes this. Is coming over to help out. He doesn't need to be at A anymore. They already have it. They could chill. $524 to $456 in the favor of YOLO. 9 minutes left in the game. Kutuzov spotted, but they do manage to cap D. Oh, there's the radar, and there is Barbas in the perfect spot, coming over, repositioning himself, popping Arthas. That should be a kill shot. Down goes Krusty from Barbas with the Amalfi and that beautiful, beautiful Italian sap. He repositioned, saw where he was needed, and went there. Perfect play by Barbas. In the beginning of last game, somebody mentioned in chat, Dan mentioned in chat, why would you pick the Harlem over the Amalfi? And I guess I slept on the Amalfi. I definitely slept on the Amalfi. It looks like the Monarch is in the cap. Yes, Monarch is in the cap. I think at this point the Monarch would have HE loaded. Big hit, 9,000. 9,000 damage on the on Mr. Duck and the Monarch. Oh, he still has AP loaded. Isaac is spotted. Isaac is spotted down there with no support. This could be a good shot. This could be another kill shot by another DD. Isaac goes down fast by Michael. Now it is 7:04 to 5:22. Still anybody's game. It is still a close game. This Amalfi, though, just chunking people with the sap. 45,000 damage, 1 DD kill, 4 defense. Basically kicked the Monarch out of the cap. Let's go check on. Should we check on the Nebraska? Let's just see where he is. Let's see where he is. Oh, this is the Kutuzov. Oh, CSI Lucas almost down. See, you see totally different things. CSI Lucas going down now. The Lion is low on health. We have YOLO capping B. See, we never would have known all these ships were as low as health as they were if we didn't switch perspectives. We have a rematch of the Kutuzov and the Chappie. So it is YOLO's other. It is their split. That's in B. Split is in B. Just cap B. Trying to go for the 3-1 lead with caps, but Yoink doing a great job capping A. So close on points. So close on points. Down goes Lion. 686 to 684. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another close game on our hands. Yoink doesn't have any other DD players left. And obviously YOLO does. So they're going to be able to slip into the caps and recap all these caps. Out pushes out the Nebraska and the Kutuzov, seeing if they could take down the Chappie. Nebraska's low on health. I can't see that. The quality is not that high. Oh, down goes Nebraska. That's what it was. Split shooting at the Kutuzov from behind. Chappie is going to go down here. That's 1080p. Can he slow down in time for these torps not to hit him? Yes, they run out. 717 to 750. Yoink is down by around 30 points. He gets into the cap. The split is so close. But there's Barbas in the back and the Amalfi shooting a 5,000 health Kutuzov. Kutuzov has him on sonar. Excuse me. If they can get the split off the board. I think JX has now gone dark, so he's not going to get bombarded by the... This is close. This is close. Split needs to die. Blind firing the Kutuzov, trying to blind fire the split. Can't find him. 158 health. Down goes the Kutuzov. $719 to $853. 1 minute left in the game. 2 to 2 in caps. Let's go back on Barbas, where we started. 75,000 damage, 1 kill, 7 defends. Put your MVP players in the comment section. These two fleets have definitely gave us the live stream we were looking for. Nice, competitive, very close on points, and a third round. But it looks like YOLO, you only live once. We'll take the cake and we'll go up 2-1. And we'll move on to fight No Waifu, No Laifu. Don't forget to hit that sub button to keep up to date on the next round of Rookie Cup games. I will bring up the I'll do that. Bring up the bracket one more time. All right, so now we are going to have in round 4 YOLO versus No Laifu, No Waifu, and tomorrow, Sunday at what time is this? At 2 p.m. we're gonna have Salty Sailors 2 versus Clash of the Sea right here. This game. I'll be covering that game at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then this one will happen, I believe, at 4 or 3, one of those. I will not be covering this game, but congratulations to YOLO. You guys deserve it. Both fleets played their heart out. All right, guys, that's going to end it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to sub. I will read your MVP comments in there, and I'll just read them. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.